Society of Little Gardens, 5 trees commemorating signing of Constitution, 1787 to 1935. 1937.
Well, good morning, YouTube.
On this channel we like trees, and I found an interesting little story about some trees that were planted by a little gardening club here in Philly many years ago. So this plaque here is basically commemorating the work of this little gardening club. They were called the Society of Little Gardens, and they were basically a bunch of women back in the 1880s, 90s, and turn of the century, promoting public gardens in Philadelphia. You could just walk right by, and many people do, and they don't pay attention to this little plaque. So I figured I'd shed some light on what it is for you today. So, the main thing to understand is that back in the day, in like the late 1800s and turn of the century, people didn't really plant public gardens too much. Businesses didn't have gardens out front of their businesses, and there wasn't much of a sense of we should plant trees and make the city look nice with plants, right?
But around the turn of the century, that idea started to change, and people started to want to plant plants, and so the Society of Little Gardens was a group of women who decided to promote that. And one of their projects was to plant 5 trees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, here in Washington Square. So let's go find out what these trees are. I'm curious. I've never really paid attention to them, and I want to see what types of trees they are and how they're doing. Okay, so this tree, does it have a label on it? I don't really see a label. If it had a label, the label is gone.
Here, let's look at the ground. If you look at the ground, we can see these are what the leaves look like. Okay. So I'm not sure. What do you think? Here's another leaf that is fresh.
So this one's hard to say, but I think this one might be a honey locust. What do you think? That's my guess, honey locust. Let me know in the comments what you think. Okay, let's check out the next tree. This is a classic American basswood tree. These are one of my favorite trees. They grow super fast, so if you want to plant a tree in your garden, this is a good one to plant because they'll grow very quickly, and within 2 to 5 years you'll have a nice big tree in your place. Okay, let's check out the next one. There's the plaque again. Let's see, what is this one? Wow, a swamp white oak. Wow, I don't know if I really know what a swamp white oak looks like. This might be one of the first. I mean, I'm sure I kind of recognize the leaves, but I never would have thought that's an oak. I can kind of see that it's an oak now. Swamp white oak. Does that mean swamp white oaks live in swamps? That's cool. All right, walking over to tree number 4. This one seems to me to be a basswood tree. I can kind of tell. It's not labeled, is it? Yeah, it's not labeled, but this is definitely a basswood. It looks very similar to the other basswood tree we saw over there. Okay, let's look at the last tree, tree number 5. What do we think this one is? Oh, this is a honey locust. Huh, okay, honey locust. Look at the bark. I love this bark. Looks like it has scales. Almost like a dinosaur, with ridges coming off of it. Oh, I see. The reason I thought the other one was a honey locust was because of the leaves. If you can see, the leaves are very similar on the first one. Unfortunately, this tree doesn't look like it's doing too well. The upper branches they're kind of bare of leaves. They look dead to me, so this tree might need to be trimmed. Yeah, here are some of the leaves again. Yep. Look at that. The seeds hang off it like this.
So that first tree was definitely a honey locust as well. Yeah? So there you go. You got 5 trees all in a row, 2 honey locusts, 2 basswood trees, and a swamp white oak. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Before we go, as a final surprise, I want to show you some of the largest trees in this park. Look at that huge, I think that's a sycamore tree. Yeah, that is massive. Look at all the lumps and bumps and little knots, big knots, I should say, in the trunk. It goes all the way up. And over there is one of the largest sycamores in the park. It is also extremely wide around the base. Look at how wide that is. That's got to be almost, is that almost 10 feet wide? I mean, it's got to be more than 5. I'm gonna guess it's maybe 8 feet, 7 or 8 feet wide, something like that. Huge, huge tree. Really beautiful. Okay, that's it. Here are the 1, 2, 3, 4, I missed one. Maybe 5 is back there. Those are the 5 trees that the gardening club put in, the Society of Little Gardens, to promote gardening in Philly. I really appreciate their work, and I think we all should remember that we owe a lot to these little gardening clubs. And thanks to the Philadelphia Horticultural Society for maintaining these trees, and anyone else in Washington Square who's helping out with that work. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Okay, that's the video. Thanks for watching. If you appreciated this, please like and subscribe and leave a little comment about these trees. And yeah, I'm also doing some membership videos, so join the membership, join the email list in the description. And my name's Sean, this is my channel, It's All Good, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.